Okay, so when you think about helping out a food bank, what's the very first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably cans of soup, boxes of pasta, right? But what if I told you the most critical donation of all isn't something you can put in a box? We're about to dig into the one ingredient that honestly makes the whole thing work. It all kicks off right here, with a really simple but powerful act. We're not talking about some grand plan or a massive check, just 2 hours. 2 hours inside the heart of a food bank, sorting food. This is where the story, the real story, actually begins. And those few hours, they turned into this powerful reminder, a chance to actually learn the true rhythm of giving. It's the kind of thing you really only get when you're there on the ground, seeing it with your own two eyes. So what does that rhythm even look like? Well, it's this constant three-step dance. First, donations come pouring in. That's the generosity. Then, and this is so important, comes the sorting and packing, making sure everything is organized and safe to eat. And finally, all that food gets out the door and to the neighbors who need it. It sounds simple, but every single one of those steps relies entirely on careful human hands. But see, this wasn't just about lending a hand for a couple of hours. It was a mission, really, to get a first-hand look at how this incredibly complex system works, to understand the human effort that goes into getting every single donation from a shelf into someone's home. And that's when this personal mission stumbled upon a much, much larger story. A really urgent one, actually, because the need for help isn't just steady. Right now, it's at a critical, all-time high. And look, this isn't something that just happened overnight. It's been building up. Think of it like a pressure cooker. It started with all that uncertainty families were feeling after a government shutdown. Then that rolled straight into the holiday season, which is always a time of huge demand. And all of that has led us to right now, where the need is just higher than it's ever been. The math here is pretty simple, but the consequences are huge. As more and more people turn to food banks for support, the entire system gets strained. And yeah, that means more donations are needed, of course, but what it really means is that more hands are needed to keep that food moving, to get it from the warehouse shelf to the family table. And this brings us right to the heart of it. There's a bottleneck in this system, and it's a human one. It's the one ingredient that can either grind everything to a halt or make it all flow beautifully. So just take a second and think about it. If you had to name the one single thing a food bank absolutely, positively cannot function without, what would you say? The obvious answer, the one we all jump to, is food, right? Pallets of cans, boxes of cereal, you name it. But that's not the whole story, not even close. Because while the food is vital, it's only one piece of the puzzle. And there it is. The source just nails it. Volunteers are what make it all possible. You could have all the donated food in the world, mountains of it, but if there's no one there to sort it, pack it, and hand it out, it doesn't do any good. People, human time and effort, that is the engine that runs a food bank. So if people are the solution, then hey, consider this your personal invitation to help. Let's stop looking at this as just a problem and start seeing it as an opportunity to see how you can be the difference. So what stops most of us from signing up? Well, it's usually a couple of common myths. You might be thinking, oh, I don't have any experience. The reality? You just need a willing heart. They'll show you everything else. Or maybe you think, I can't commit to a weekly shift. But the truth is, every single shift, even just one, makes a huge direct impact. It really just boils down to 3 super simple, super powerful actions. 1, sign up for a shift. Just one. 2, look up your local food bank and see what they need. And 3, encourage someone else to go with you. It's that easy to get started. And this is the beautiful part. The impact isn't just one way. A few of your hours can literally change a family's entire week. But that act of giving, that feeling, it just might change your week too. So, as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with this question. This isn't about finding huge chunks of free time you don't have. It's just about recognizing the incredible power that's packed into just a few hours. So what could yours change?